Are you ready to put up with the strong performance of tablets? You'd better be, because this is the powerful and imposing Top 10 Best Tablets 2022. Number 10. Huawei MatePad 10.4 New Edition. Chinese power came back recharged. This new tablet aimed at one thing: to be the best Huawei tablet without increasing the price. And it managed to be. It has a 10.4-inch screen with a resolution of 2000 by 1200 pixels. To take pictures, it features a main and a selfie camera, both with 8 megapixels, so pictures will be quite decent. Now, if what you are looking for is maximum performance, I can tell you that its processor is the innovative Kirin 820 GPU Mali G57. It has 4 GB of RAM and its software is EMUI 10.1 Android 10 AOSP, so you can use all your apps without problems. Of course, remember that this is a Huawei tablet, so you won't have Google Play. Anyway, this tablet is great and you can choose between 2 storage options, 64 GB and 128 GB, for a price starting at $300, which is pretty balanced. Number 9. Xiaomi Pad 5. We're still in China, because it's Xiaomi's turn to get the best out of its arsenal. Its 11-inch screen with a resolution of 2560 by 1600 pixels provides it with impressive image quality. Also, you can take excellent pics and record amazing videos thanks to its 13-megapixel rear camera and 8-megapixel front camera. Its 8-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 860 processor and MIUI 12.5 operating system for Xiaomi Pad based on Android 11 give it impressive support. This incredible proposal by Xiaomi is priced starting at $390, which is quite reasonable. Even more so if we take into account that it has 6 GB of RAM and the storage options are 128 GB and 256 GB. Unbelievable, right? Well, to compete with the tablets that come next, no brand can save anything. Number 8. Microsoft Surface Pro 8. Here, things level up. The Surface Pro 8 gives you internal storage of 512 GB or up to 1 TB that can be increased up to 256 GB by adding an SSD. What? Is this still a tablet? Its processor is a very powerful Intel i7 1185G7, equipped with a Windows 11 home operating system and 32 GB of RAM. Its screen is also astonishing at 13 inches, with a resolution of 2880 by 1920 pixels. For photos and videos, it has a 10-megapixel rear camera that can shoot 4K videos and a 5-megapixel front camera. It's such a powerful tablet, it's pretty much a laptop without a keyboard. Its main feature is the number of ports it has: 2 for USB-C, 1 mini jack, 1 Surface Connect, 1 nano SIM slot, and 1 Type cover port. You can get it starting at $1,245, which is a bit pricey, but matches its great value. Number 7. Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra. There's only one word for this tablet: colossal. Its 14.6 megapixel Super AMO LED screen has a resolution of 2960 by 1848 pixels. It's not only huge, but powerful. Its 13-megapixel rear camera has a 6-megapixel wide angle, and the 12-megapixel front camera has a 12-megapixel wide angle, so video calls will be great. It features a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor with an Android 12 One UI 4 Tab operating system that goes perfectly with its 16 GB of RAM and internal storage of up to 512 GB, which can increase with the microSD. The only thing that may bother you is its weight, as 1.4 pounds is probably a bit heavy for you. Other than that, it's slightly more affordable than the tablet in number 8, as it's priced at $1,210. Number 6. Microsoft Surface Go 3. Unlike the 7th and 8th Titans you've already seen, this Microsoft tablet doesn't need a huge size to stand out. The Surface Go 3 is a cheaper, smaller solution, and just as solid. This 10-inch tablet with a resolution of 1920 by 1280 pixels maintains impressive power since it has an Intel Pentium Gold 6500Y processor and a Windows 11 Home S Mode operating system. Its 8 GB of RAM gives you a lot of versatility to use your apps, and it has an internal storage of up to 128 gigs, which can be increased by an SSD. Now, regarding the cameras, that's perhaps a weakness. It has an 8-megapixel rear camera and a 5-megapixel front camera. However, they allow you to record 1080p videos and are equipped with Windows Hello facial recognition system. Excellent, don't you think? And you can get it for only $460. Wow! Number 5. Amazon Fire HD 10 Plus. This tablet is only $180, and that's crazy! Techies must remember the Amazon Fire 7 for how affordable it was and its competitive functionality. Well, the Fire HD 10 Plus is here to take that place. This 10.1-inch tablet is small and economical, has a resolution of 1920 by 1200 pixels, a solid 2 GHz octa-core processor with a Fire OS operating system, and 4 GB of RAM. The internal storage is 32 GB, but it can increase up to 1 TB. Incredible! Here the keywords are simplicity, functionality, and portability. Even though its 5-megapixel rear camera and 2-megapixel front camera could be better, the Fire HD 10 Plus offers perhaps the best price-quality relationship on the list. Plus, it weighs only 1.02 pounds for $180. Think about it. Number 4. Lenovo Yoga Tab 11. When it comes to talking about a price-quality relationship, we can't leave the Yoga Tab 11 out since it brings an interesting proposal to meet all your needs. Its MediaTek Helio G90T processor uses the Android 11 operating system. Its 11-inch screen has a resolution of 2000 by 1200 megapixels, giving you high-quality pictures in a compact format. It has RAM of 8 GB and internal storage of up to 256 GB, which can be increased by a micro SD. Also, both the rear and front cameras come with 8 megapixels. Everything for the attainable price of $370. There are 2 powerful versions of the Yoga Tab. First, the 11 Plus costs $300 and improves the quality of the rear camera to 13 megapixels, but lowers the RAM to 6 GB. Second, the Yoga Tab 13 enlarges the screen to 13 inches and changes the processor to a Snapdragon 870. Which one would you choose? Tell me in the comments. Number 3. Apple iPad 2021. Yes, this iPad has 2021 in its name, but don't get it wrong. Just because it was released a while ago doesn't mean it doesn't deserve a position on this list. How can I say it? This iPad has it all. Its 12-megapixel front camera is ideal for video calls, and the 8-megapixel rear camera is perfect to take decent pictures. The iPad 2021 runs on the A13 Bionic chip that offers great support, along with its iPad OS 15 operating system. Also, it's easy to transport since it has a 10.2-inch Retina display and keeps a good resolution of 2160 by 1620 pixels. Regarding the storage options, this model comes in up to 256 GB option. So many features in one device that barely costs $400. Isn't it wonderful? Before moving on to the next number, I'd like to mention the iPad mini and iPad Pro, which are pretty much the same and could easily place 5th and 6th on this list, but that would be redundant, don't you think so? Number 2. Samsung Galaxy Tab S8. Have you heard the phrase, less is more? Well, this is a good example, with the nice, gorgeous, amazing Galaxy Tab S8. In number 7, we got to see its version on steroids and at a sky-high price, but the standard version is just better. It's smaller at 11 inches, and its portability has improved without neglecting its resolution of 2560 by 1600 pixels. Its processor is also a powerful Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 with the Android 12 One UI 4 Tab operating system. It comes with a 13-megapixel rear camera that has a 6-megapixel mega angle and a 12-megapixel front camera. So far, everything is pretty much the same as its cousin, except that this model costs only $800. So here you can notice the huge price difference as the Ultra version costs $1,210. Another difference is its 12 GB of RAM, which makes it somewhat lower than the Ultra. However, this is imperceptible in use. By the way, its storage option is up to 256 GB, which can increase with the micro SD. So the Galaxy Tab S8 is great, cheaper, and more compact. If you aren't a fan of the Bitten Apple brand, you can switch numbers 1 and 2. Still, there are some details of the next number you should take into account. Apple iPad Air. This number will be too controversial, but here it comes. Apple's 2022 iPad Air measures 10.9 inches and has a resolution of 2360 by 1640 pixels. So this iPad Air and the Galaxy Tab S8 are tight in image quality, although by 0.1 inches we could say that the iPad is better in portability. On the other hand, its 8GB of RAM is slightly surpassed by that of the Tab S8, and its storage option is 256GB, falling short as well in this regard. But the iPad Air will overcome those problems and take advantage of its 8-core M1 processor equipped with the iPad OS 15 operating system, which allows it to be a little bit better than Samsung's proposal. Regarding the cameras, they've tied again, since both the front and rear cameras of the iPad Air come with 12 megapixels. This is too close. But you know what? There's a significant difference in price. You can find the iPad Air starting at $710, which is almost $100 less than the Galaxy Tab S8. And that's it. That's a difference. What else can I say? That's what I got when I was comparing them. The first place goes to the iPad Air or the Galaxy Tab S8. It's up to you. If you like Apple, get an iPad Air, but if not, get a Galaxy Tab S8. No, don't leave hate comments, please. And while you're around there, I'd appreciate your like and subscription to the channel. Till next time, stop there, hater. I'm on to you. All right, bye now.